I don't know, because I feel like having memes that talk about news is a lot more comfortable, and it is a lot better way of communicating it. So that's what we're gonna start out with some, you know, classic memes of the day, or memes of the week. So are you guys ready? You guys ready to see everything that's on my For You page? I hope you're ready. So we'll get right into that. We'll get right into it. All right. yeah. Please just keep an eye out for those guys, and if you can, use a VPN when you when it is available. That's a great tool if you can afford it, of course. I know there's free VPNs out there, but just keep yourself safe. Boop. All right, let's start out with a classic here. Some of you may know this. I don't know. Why am I?
Check your ass hair.
I just found this video funny. Leave me alone.
I'm finally free. Master has cut Dumpy's ass hair. I am a free elf.
I know that's not going to be like relatable to a lot of people, but I don't know. I like that video. You love this one? Yeah, me too. I don't know. It reminds me of the, you know, the meme where it's like, I have the power of God and anime on my side. It reminds me of that a little bit. That's like one of the best videos out there, if I'm being honest. But yeah. This video, I don't know, it's political. If you don't like it, I don't know, go suck a corn on the cob or something. Somebody's gonna get that reference, and it's gonna be scary.
I want every Texas Republican, man and woman, to wake up tomorrow 7 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You still have 3 wishes. That one's on me.
Oh, cool. So I still have 3 wishes. Well, now that all of the Republicans are pregnant, how about I wish for them all to develop
biased, but I
compassion
don't
and
care.
empathy.
There are 3 rules that even the almighty genie cannot break. I cannot make a person fall in love.
Like, I don't know. I love this stuff.
Dead. And I cannot make a Republican compassionate or empathetic.
Dang. Could you at least make them smart enough to stop taking horse dewormer?
There are 4 rules.
I don't know. I found that fucking hilarious. You know, it's literally like a comedy show. Like, politics is literally a freaking comedy show nowadays. The United States of America is its own reality show. I refuse to believe that we are a real country that like has real weight in the world. I can't speak today. Leave me alone, okay? Look, I've had a lot of caffeine because I have a lot to do, so we're just gonna skip over it. Okay. Anyway, Twitch, if you flag this for like inappropriateness, you're just stupid, okay? Shut up, Bezos. Actually, don't smite me. I know you're upset. But this is like, I don't know. This is peak comedy. I don't think anything can get better than this. Hopefully you don't get like striked for, I don't know, using a copyright song, but I don't care.
Got a big old booty. Yeah.
It's only 3 seconds. There we go.
Oh yeah, you look so good. Yeah, get
I'm sorry. It's just fucking hilarious. That's peak. That is peak life right there. Life can't get any better than that. You know this? Yeah, right. Brack, people are taking horse dewormer. Is that not the most fucking like just outlandish thing you have ever heard? I don't know. That baffles me.
She just put on my crown.
Okay, this one, I love this one. This one's so cute.
She just put on my crown and said something very special to me. What'd you say?
You look like a Dairy Queen.
I look like a Dairy Queen?
Yeah.
I feel like a Dairy Queen.
I saw this one really right. I don't know. Our For You pages are merging. This one's a little. This one's a little serious, but I don't know. I like it. I like it. Having fun with millennials.
That's not a thing. Okay, now that is adorkable.
That was some dope millennial slang from a dope millennial. Now I'm here to give y'all some Gen Z slang from one of them cool Gen Zers that you be seeing on the internet. So here are some of my favorite Gen Z slangs. I grew up without a father. There's a shocking amount of systematic oppression, not only in the United States, but everywhere in the world. How do I own a gun? I'm on a shocking amount of antidepressants for a 19-year-old. Oh, you fuck with Blade?
Someone's got to get the Blade joke. Hopefully. We'll see. Also, this is like, I don't know if you guys have seen like, oh gosh, what's his name? It's like the bit on the Daily Show, like Finger on the Pulse with like, oh, Jordan Klepper, that's his name. This kind of reminds me of that. I don't know. It's super freaking hilarious. I love it. So we're going to watch it. It's a little bit long, but you know, it's good content. It's good content.
Part of what I do is I teach people critical reasoning skills. If you know the name of a flaw, sometimes it's easier to recognize it.
Yeah.
You know, why do they think vaccines are good for you?
Well, because that's all they've been taught, and that's all they've been told. The media. That's all.
I'm sorry.
So the word for that, or the phrase for that, is an appeal to authority. And so an authority is like an expert. They hear someone who agrees with them, and they're like, "I'm right because this guy says I'm right,"
Yes,
that's
it.
If they don't consider, does this person have a legitimate basis, then they are opening themselves out to just being misled. Right. So who should people be listening to?
The people that they're silent.
It's the like hypocrisy. I don't know if you guys can see like the absolute like hypocrisy that's going on here. Like he's literally he's telling him exactly what he thinks is right, and the guy's agreeing with it, but he's like so close to the point, but it's so far away at the same time. Hi Fantasy, how you doing?
Because some of the people are speaking the truth.
Such as?
Well, like I said, Dr. Malone speaks out, who invented the mRNA, says do not take this shot.
We just noticed that this guy's holding like a corn on the cob, and this guy's like taking this interview like he's on like freaking MSNBC or something. Frog, thank you for extending your subscription, tier 1 subscription through October. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, Jojo.
I mean, how much more do you need? There's American Frontline Doctors, you know? I mean, these are tens of thousands of doctors speaking out against it, and they have no platform because they removed it.
Absolutely. And these doctors, like they're not professional immunologists. Like, they are like GPs. They're like osteopaths. Gary Null, right? Like Dr. Gary Null on AM radio. Like, he has a PhD in nutrition, right? Yeah. And so, like you know, listening to him about a vaccine rather than like listening to Dr. Fauci, like that's what everyone here does, right?
Yes, I would rather listen.
So I'm gonna explain the joke here. So what's funny about this is that he's saying, first he said that we shouldn't be listening to the doctors, and then he said, okay, well, I listen to this because the doctors don't know what they're talking about, because this is not what their field is, this is not what their focus is. And then he says, okay, well, this guy has a PhD in nutrition, so we should be listening to him about the virus, right? Because he knows what he's talking about. And the guy like agrees with it. And it's funny because he literally just went against his own point. So I know it's like it's just, it's sad.
Listen to someone who has firsthand knowledge and who's being silenced because he's being silenced for a reason.
Wow. They're so close. They're so close to the point, yet so far away.
And it's silenced for a reason. Right.
It's great. It's great. I mean, it's not great.
Fauci has no facts. When Rand Paul called him out, he got mad and said, "You don't know what you're talking about."
Right. Fauci's like, oh, it went through like, you know, animal testing and human testing and things like that, and like, you know, 180 million people have been inoculated, and like we're just supposed to accept them and their like and they're like, you know, professional multinational studies.
Yeah. People have been.
It's just, the fact that this guy doesn't realize what he's saying is hilarious kind of shows what's wrong with the world. Like he does not see that he goes against what he says like every other sentence. He's just like, he's agreeing with points because he thinks this guy is agreeing with him, which is hilarious because that's what it is. It's they hear someone that says what they want to hear, or they hear someone that says, oh no, I agree with you, this and that, but they don't understand this and that. They just agree because a person's agreeing with them. I don't know. It's funny. I know that probably was like a bunch of jargon, but I hope that made sense.
For years.
And so, like, what's the thing you can do about it? So when you have an expert, and it doesn't matter if it's Dr. Fauci or Dr. Tenpenny, right?
Yes.
You always want to be like, okay, they said this. Well, let me look into why they said this, right? Did they have a massive study? Did they do a double blind? Did they keep it objective, right? Yeah. And if you do that, then you'll really get to sort out the good information from the bad information and be able to be.
Look, he's agreeing. He's literally agreeing to what we want.
Your own hero.
But wait.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys are on.
And he's holding. It's what the fuck's going on with the world? Oh god. All right, more news coming out of Texas about the Satanic Temple. I know this is like memes of the week, but you know, we're mixing in stuff now because, you know, fuck it.
The Satanic Temple began their legal maneuver to skirt Texas's new abortion ban this week.
Fuck
the devil
Texas.
keeps getting cooler. First he lets women
Fuck
eat
you,
from the tree
Texas
of knowledge
governor.
and get smart as hell, and now he's trying to protect their rights to control their own bodies. We stand the devil now.
Yeah, we stand the devil. We're all devil worshippers here now. Also, this is funny. This is fun. Bezos, don't get mad at me for making fun of you, but I'm making fun of you.
Jeff Bezos is
he's suing NASA for choosing SpaceX over Blue Origin, which is literally it. It's literally rich people throwing tantrums like children. Like he's like, it must be programmed to get chosen. Like what the fuck? What the fuck is going on, man? I need to get the vaccine, but I'm scared of the needles. Don't worry. Just like look away. I mean, I'm like a freaking freak now. I look at like, this sounds, I don't know. Does this sound weird? Am I the only one that like looks at the needle when it like goes in your arm? I don't look away. Like I look like straight at the needle when it like goes in their eye. I swear I like freak doctors out or something like that. Because you know people like usually like look away when you're getting a shot. You know, like people don't like watch people give them a shot, but I'm like fascinated by it. I'm like, ooh, this is cool. I don't know. I think there was this one story where I was at. I think my mom was with me too. I was at like I was getting my blood drawn. I think I was getting my blood drawn, and I was watching my blood get drawn, and I think the doctor said, he's like, I've never had anyone watch their blood get drawn. They usually are all squeamish, and I'm like, I don't know. I think it's cool. And then I want to say that the doctor who was like drawing my blood left, and they switched out with another person, which I don't know if I like creeped the person out or anything, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny. Anyway, that's kind of the whole meme. But also, Biden just announced a new vaccine mandate. I would talk about it, but I think this guy does a really good job. So I'm going to let you listen to what he has to say.
Biden issued a huge executive order today. Essentially, all federal employees will have to be vaccinated or lose their job. No, they cannot be tested weekly. And companies with over 100 employees are going to be required to get their employees either vaccinated or tested every week.
Now, I know a lot of people are like super against this. Like they're like, "Oh, you're creating more division by enforcing something." But I think it's necessary. I think that division may be necessary. Sure, you're gonna have pushbacks from all the idiots who think like, "Ah, it's a microchip." It's like, no, it's not. Shut up, you stupid person. But I don't know. I think it's good. I think. While sure, people losing their jobs, choosing not to get vaccinated, it's like, oh, it might suck for them, but you know, the vaccine's free. You have the ability to go get it, and I don't know. I think it's something necessary.
These companies refuse, they can be fined thousands of dollars per employee. This is the Biden administration's.
And I don't know. I think it's also kind of sad that it's come to this point where the government has had to mandate something that saves people's lives because there's people in the United States that believe, oh, the government doesn't want to save our lives. They don't want to like prevent us from dying so we can give them more money. They want us all to die and be microchipped and be. No, they don't. No, they don't. Shut up.
Signaling we are done. Period. And for those of you that think Biden doesn't have the power to do this, not only does he have the power to do this, the Republicans are going to let him. These Republicans.
This point here is I don't know. It's a little ironic. You know, I'd feel bad, but I don't. Yeah, the shot doesn't take that long. It's really fast. You'll be okay. I promise. Of course, I personally have no problem with them, but I know lots of people do, so I can imagine how scared and stressed. Yeah,
You can see
exactly.
the writing on the wall. There's a 50-point gap between Democrats that are vaccinated and Republicans. What does that mean? It means significantly more Republicans are going to die than Democrats. And in places like Florida, where Ron DeSantis won by 40,000 votes.
And it's kind of sad, you know. You had a bunch of these advocates who were Republican talking about, oh, you shouldn't get the vaccine or something like that, or decreasing mask mandates, and they were doing that until they realized that they were losing a lot of their voters to COVID, and it's disgusting. Like they were like, oh shit, our the people who vote for us are dying because we're giving them bad information, and we're pushing policies, and we're pushing we're pushing shit that causes them to die, and they're like, oh shit, we gotta change that up. And I don't know, it's kind of disgusting for me that as soon as they realize that they may not be able to get reelected, they're like, oh shit, gotta fix it now.
The amount of COVID deaths have already surpassed 40,000. So what's going to happen next? You are slowly but surely going to see an expansion of this order. This will probably be worked into every aspect of public life. You won't be able to go anywhere or do anything without being vaccinated. Religious exemptions are likely to be severely limited. Slowly but surely, it will become more imposing on the unvaccinated. Now, the best part of this, I find it hard to believe that Republicans will just, yeah, okay, I'll get vaccinated. I think by and large, they're going to fight. They're going to fight real hard on it. A lot of them are going to lose jobs and put up with the misery. And I think the end point really is the vaccinated having far more economic mobility in America. An incredible amount of jobs opening up that previously wouldn't have because people are dumb and won't get vaccinated. Long term, is this going to create a lot of animosity? Yeah, it is. I just don't foresee Republicans willy-nilly being like, yeah, okay, I'll get vaccinated now. You got me. I think,
and I agree with that. I think that yes, there's going to be a lot of pushback, and it's unfortunate that there is in the first place, but I think that pushback is something that is unfortunately necessary. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, the government's controlling us. It's like, the government's only controlling you because you're killing yourselves. All right. Like, you're making decisions that are both killing the people around you and endangering others. That's the reason why this happened. You are the cause of this. If everybody got vaccinated and everybody didn't like start taking horse dewormer and all this bullshit, this wouldn't have happened. This did not have to happen. Like, sure, people may have eventually required vaccines for like entering into a building or something like that, maybe. But the fact that all of this animosity around the vaccine and around COVID has happened is the reason why this had to happen in the first place. And they're all like, oh, the government's enforcing control on us. They're doing, you caused it, bud. Like, you are the root cause of this. Yeah, you did. Yeah, people are taking horse dewormer. People are taking horse dewormer right now. Like, what the fuck? Fantasy, thank you for the 300 bits. Boop, drink some. Thank you. Also, Streamlabs is like broken today, so I apologize if like notifications don't pop up. I have no idea what's going on. It just seems to be like broken right now. It's like stuck on connecting. So please just bear with me today. Thank you, Fantasy, for the 300 bits. I appreciate you. I hate him. I do too. Like, and then you have people like Joe Rogan, who people like worship as this like almighty, like, knowledge God, you took mushrooms, you are our Lord and Savior. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. He's literally like a messiah for cis women. And he's like, I don't know. There has been studies that show that this horse dewormer can have benefits, but it also, in 85% of people who have taken it, or men that have taken it, they've become sterile, which I don't know. I don't think that's that big of a problem. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's
I think
crazy.
this is going to be something that's going to have pretty long-term effects on the right. But just in conclusion, this is going to happen, right? If you're unvaccinated, you're fucking with the rich's money. You're fucking with the people that donate to the politicians you vote for. And they ain't going to have that. Period. They don't give a fuck about you. They want to get their money. They want to make sure that you're vaccinated so their fucking business doesn't close down. It's game over.
Yeah, this exact point right here. They don't want you to die because you give them money. If you didn't give them money and we didn't contribute any financial gain to the United States, they wouldn't give a shit. It's really simple, but people try to complicate it, and then they get in the rabbit hole of conspiracies and all that. A lot of the time, the answer to the problem is the simplest one. And I think people, they try to, like, they can't accept that. I don't know. They can't reproduce. Yeah. Yeah, I'm totally. Yep. All right, some Fox News memes. You guys ready for this?
Force me to take a medicine I don't want. Force me to take a medicine I don't want. If you can do that, why can't you sterilize me or lobotomy? What can't you do?
This is very true. I mean, if the government can force you to take a vaccine, where does it end? There's no limits to what they can do with your body. What's next? You're gonna outlaw abortion? Ooh.
It's so fucking ironic, you know. It's so fucking ironic, you know. And I don't want to like make assumptions or anything like that, but you know, it's kind of almost it's almost it's very, very ironic. I don't know, and it's God, I almost want to say the reason why they're doing this is the people who give them money are like, we want this, and if you don't give us this, we're not going to sponsor your campaigns. And I don't want to make assumptions on that, but I almost feel like that's what's happening. And I don't know. It's sad. It is really sad. But you know, you know, we're surviving. We're surviving. Ooh, yay! Love it. Anyway, let's go to the next meme.
Hey Jackson.
This one's a little funnier.
Hey Jackson, what's the big time rush?
Mom just got hit by a car.
Yeah, some brain dead memes to cheer us up. Also, this another serious one, because why the fuck not? I think this guy brings up like a really great point of all the like little Republicans getting mad, or like, oh, you're all focused on like inclusion, but as soon as we show an opinion that's different than yours, you're like, no. I think this is really good. This is really good video that explains that.
You are going to burn in hell, and your lifestyle is disgusting. Fuck off. Oh, so for this very open and welcoming group, all of a sudden I should just fuck off? Yes. Now who's the hypocrite? You are. You come up to a person you don't even know and immediately chastise them, try and push your religion on them, condemn them to hell, and basically say that their personal private life, which is none of your business, is disgusting. And here I thought you were also tolerant. We don't have to be tolerant of intolerance. I can give you respect when I first meet you.
That line, we don't have to be tolerant of intolerance, I think is really good.
But you're the one who decides whether I revoke it or not. How you talk to me, how you treat me, and the way you speak of me is what decides whether you get respect continually or it gets revoked immediately. How are we supposed to find middle ground now? We don't, because if your point of view is that I don't deserve a seat at the table or the ability to even just live my life, then I need to make sure I work hard to make your point of view obsolete.
I think that's the unfortunate truth. You know, you can, and we're switching to outside of the thing because it's news time, but the unfortunate truth is you can try and convince someone as much as you want, but if they're not willing to accept that or not willing to listen, there's really only so much you can do. And there's only so much that is your responsibility to do. Like, you should not have to suffer through getting bullied and getting your lifestyle like criticized in order to just try and get a point across. So make sure you're putting yourself first, all right? Anyway, I know we've been talking about news pretty much the whole time, but more news. Idaho, their hospitals are overwhelmed right now because a lot of the locals there, unfortunately, are still skeptical of vaccines, even though it just got FDA approved. But you know, and I don't know. I think it confuses me just a little bit, kind of why. Just why, you know? It's weird, and the people that are in the hospitals that are overwhelming the hospitals right now, 97% of them are unvaccinated. So it's not, you know, you have people saying like, oh well, people who get the vaccine can still get COVID. Yeah, well, 97% of you who are taking up hospital space right now are people who are unvaccinated. And the reason why that it's dangerous, you know, you're taking up beds for people who may have other health issues because you're too ignorant to get something that's supposed to save your life. So it's a little redonkulous, but you know, America, woo, love it, best country in the world, right? No? Yeah, I know. It's it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Some better news, some like positive news. Qualifier Emma, I'm gonna try and pronounce this last name as best as I can. Raducanu won the US Open, or the US Open Women's Final. She's 18 years old, from Great Britain. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like, we eat American cheese and fast food. Yeah, I know. We eat so much unhealthy stuff, and they're like, what's in the vaccine? It's like, bro, you literally, like, you know, ketchup companies, they have a clause in their like contracts and stuff like that where it says this amount of rat like droppings or this amount of like contamination is allowed in products. So if you're worried about what's in the vaccine, you should be more worried about like what's in your ketchup or what's in your food, because we have an allowance of how contaminated it can be before it's unsellable. So you're worried about the wrong stuff here, bud. All right. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, Emma didn't even need the experience of playing on the pro circuit. She didn't play on it for like years. She went straight into the US Open and won. Which I don't know. I think that's pretty amazing. So credit to her. Also, when it comes to like, I think this was a really great push. There's a former evangelical pastor who went on CNN and everything like that. It went on news sites, and he was calling for the end of religious exemptions for the vaccine, which I think is super admirable for the guy, because, you know, the guy said nothing in Christianity justifies religious exemptions for taking the COVID vaccine. I think that was very, like, I want to say brave of him to say, almost, because you know, you have a lot of religious people using that as a cause to not get it. And I think having a pastor come out and say, no, there is no valid reason for you not to get this. You know, you have all these people like, it's the mark of like whatever the fuck. It's like, no, it's not. Shut up. All right, shut up. Okay. I just think that was really respectful, and I think it's a step in the right direction. So big credit, big ups to him. Really, really great news. Some more depressing news out of Texas. A Reddit created by stupid people, aka men. So there's men on Reddit that are strategizing on how to turn in women they impregnated who are contemplating getting an abortion in order to earn the 10K bounty. Now I want you to think about that for a second. There are men right now who are turning in people they slept with or people they impregnated in order to earn a $10,000 bounty. That is disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. And if you don't think that is, I don't know, fuck you. I don't give a shit. If you don't think that's disgusting, you can fuck right off. All right, I don't want you here. And I'm sorry if you don't like that, but you can go away. All right, I don't need your negativity and your misogyny here. All right, it's freaking ridiculous. Some news out of New York: a hospital in New York has to stop delivering babies because 6 people that work there that they usually deliver babies quit because they wouldn't take the vaccine. What the fuck is going on with the world? Like, what the fuck? Like, they literally quit their job. They quit their job instead of getting a vaccine that's supposed to save lives. What the fuck? What are we doing? What are we doing? You know, what the fuck, man? It feels like all I talk about is COVID, and it really is. Thousands of people are dying every day, like literally. You know, and I don't want to like downplay the anniversary of 9/11 or anything like that, but I believe 3,000 people lost their lives on 9/11, which is completely like super unfortunate and everything like that. But they're almost 25 people lose their life every day to COVID. Every day. And we still can't come together on it. We still can't reach a consensus where we all agree that we need to do something in order to better the lives of the people around us. But when 9/11 happened, we immediately jumped on security measures and everything like that. Increased security measures in airports and everything. But we have almost 2,500 people dying every day because of COVID, yet we still can't come together as a nation. That is sad. That is... It's... I don't even know what to say. Yeah, the US does need to pull their shit together. They do. Like, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. People are gonna be like, oh, I'm allowed to have my own opinion. All right, well, you're fucking stupid. All right, shut the fuck up. The FBI released a secret document about 9/11 the other day, where it talked about a person that allowed 2 people to stay in his apartment in LA in order to prepare for the attack, I believe. The person who it was an employee of the Saudi Arabia embassy. Kinda, I don't know. The world is a fucked up place. Some good news out of Texas. There's an American company right now who is helping their employees move out of Texas because of the new abortion law passed. Which is like, round of applause for that company. Like, you guys doing great things. It is a disappointing topic, and I hate fucking talking about it all the time. I want to talk about good news. I want to talk about like positive things that are happening, but there's so much negativity and so much death right now going on in the world that I feel like I need to address. I can't like just say this is not happening. It's not going on. I need to talk about it. I understand your frustration, Tess. I do. Ugh. Some, I don't know, some more relaxed news. College students now, up to 44% of them are now smoking the devil's lettuce, which is a record high number, but the percentage of college students who are binge drinking has gone down. which I don't know. I think that's a decent trade-off. You know, I don't know. I feel like binge drinking is a bit more dangerous than other things. But that's about the news we're gonna talk about this week. I know literally every week the news seems to be just more depressing, but unfortunately that's kind of just the direction we're going in. So yeah. Bye, Gabs. Go off. Thank you. Yeah. So, you know, I cannot confirm or deny that, Gabs. Well, time to talk about myself and not seem conceited. And want you guys to chime in as well. How has school been going for you guys? I know it's like the third week now, so I know some of you might be having tests coming up soon. I have a test tomorrow. How is everything with you guys? Like, is school going okay? What's going on in your life? For me, I'm starting a new social anxiety medication. That's fun, you know. You're gonna get on that medicated life. Gotta keep pushing. New content hopefully coming to YouTube soon. I know I haven't been uploading recently, but you know, school's been rough. It's been rough. I feel it, Gabs. I feel it. You know, it's there's a part of me that enjoys being back in person and like being in class and talking to people. Like, there's a part of me that enjoys it, but there's a part of me that doesn't, you know. And I feel like that's the larger part. Like, I want to have that college experience from my last year, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't really think it matters. Sure, it'd be cool to, like, you know, go out to parties or stuff like that, but I don't know. I feel like, you know, I have more fun just doing things that I want to do instead of like trying to I don't know, apply myself to that quote unquote frat boy lifestyle. And I don't know. I think that's good. And my advice to you, if any of you are going into college or you're in college, don't feel like you need to do all the things everybody else is doing. All right? You don't need to do those things. You don't need to, like, if someone says, "Oh, well, you need to do this because this is what the cool people do." Don't do that shit. Like, you do it if you want to. That's it. Don't let other people peer pressure you into anything. Like, make sure you're putting your own wants and needs and your own values above everything else. What the heck? Parties ain't all that great because what? Excuse me? I start the 20th, so I still, oh, lucky you. Work's been a mess, but we getting through it. Proud of you, Haley. Respect. I feel bad for everyone's school. Yeah, I don't know. If there's one thing I disagree with Biden on, it's his push to have schools reopen. I know it may be necessary for some other things, but I think we should have waited till spring semester when we got all the vaccination drama out of the way. I think we would have decreased cases across the board if we did that. That's my like only opposing opinion on that. I don't know. You know, I partied in like high school in my early years of college. God, I sound so fucking old when I say that, but you know, parties are cool. You know, they're all right, but make sure you're safe. Make sure you're taking precautions. Just make good decisions. Thank you, Zeno. Thank you for that. Absolutely love that. Anyway, that's I also, cool people don't really care if you drink or smoke. The losers, yeah, exactly. You know, the real cool people are the ones that don't try and like pressure you into shit, or don't try and like. Cool people are chill people, you know. That's it. You don't need those negative people that are like, I don't know. Just make sure to stay safe. Surround yourself with people that support and encourage you rather than peer pressure you. How could you not love it? exactly, Zeno. Thank you so much. Oh boy. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. But I know this is a shorter In This Think show than recently, but I think we covered a lot of shit today. We covered a lot of news stuff, and that's the main purpose why I created this. Is just because I think, like, sure, there is like information sources out there, like comedy information sources that help, you know, communicate the information in a more digestible way. So I was like, you know what, I want to try and do that, because I think there's a lot of information that people don't hear, people don't know, because, you know, the news is just, they throw a bunch of jargon at you, and it can be scary at times. So I think, like, having a way of communicating it where it feels like a comfortable place is a good thing. Everyone can enjoy their college life in their own way. I don't like those parties. Me personally, I would rather just stay home, maybe with some friends. Yeah, exactly. You know, and that's completely fine. You don't need to live this movie like college lifestyle. I feel like when people think of college, they think of like partying, fun, everything like that. Yeah, sure, that's part of it. You can have fun, but you don't have to have fun in just one way. You don't limit yourself to that. You know, do what you want to do. All right. I've upped my anxiety meds and they're working pretty well. Also, game back. Like, hey, proud of you, Tess. Good job. You got your second vaccine yesterday. I'm in pain. Yeah, your arm might be a little sore. If you are gonna get the vaccine, remember to like wave your arm around like a windmill. It helps. It helps. But that's good, Zeno. That's good. That's good. Anyway, hopefully we're gonna be finishing Alien soon. I know, but gosh, we've been playing that forever. But hopefully we're gonna be finishing it on Wednesday. We'll see. I do have some tests this week, so I'll have to see about streaming schedules. But what do you guys think about, like, I don't know, more like in-person content? I like more do the Macarena. Yeah, exactly. Do the Macarena. Keep the pain. Oh my gosh, Zeno. Oh gosh. Anyway, but yeah, would you guys like more in-person content? Like, I like doing like this personable stuff. Like, sure, like entertainment, like being a character while I'm playing a game is fun and all, but I don't know, I like just being myself. So if you guys want to see more like IRL content, let me know. All right, let me know. But anyway, that's probably where we're gonna end today. I promise more bits and skits will be coming soon. It's just with COVID and everything right now, I can only do so much while feeling safe. So, you know, I have to keep that under control, and I can only film so much in my apartment. But I hope you all take care of yourselves. Remember to wear your masks in public. If you have an N95 mask, wear that. If you're not vaccinated yet, go get vaccinated if you can. I know for some people it's a little more difficult than others, but please go do it if you can. It is a good decision. It keeps you safe and it keeps those around you safe. So be as safe as possible. Take care of yourselves. Drink water. Eat 3 meals a day. Go to school. Do your homework. You'll be all right. All right. So I want you guys to take care of yourselves, and I will see you on Wednesday.